Hey, what's going on, guys? This is TerrenceRe. Got another stock market update for you. Right now, we got a continuation of the past few days. The S&P 500 uh, is up about 70, excuse me, 3/4%. You can see the spools are up 31 handles. The Nasdaq futures are up about 0.5%, about 85 handles. Looking over here, the Dow futures are up almost 0.5%, and the Russell futures leading the way up over 2%. Now, you guys know I like to watch the Russell, and Russell pretty most of the time leads the market. Sometimes the Nasdaq will lead it, but one of those two will be leading the market. So we got a nice update moving. Uh, One thing to note: Bitcoin futures are down, meaning with the Bitcoin futures being down, I would expect technology to then turn to, maybe not today, maybe they'll turn on Monday. At some point, we will get a pullback. The financials, the XLF is up, and the XLE is actually down. So energy is down, which I would expect that with oil futures being down. Oil futures are down 1.5%, which is a nice, that's a pretty big move in the oil futures. All right. The main thing I wanted to talk about in this video is a covered call. Put on a covered call uh, in another account, then do it in this account, and because it's a little, it's a larger trade than I would do in this account. This is a relatively small account, and so, but I will go over it. I did post the trade to the community notes just so you guys could see. Just trying to be a little transparent. This is not a recommendation of a trade. Just to be, you need to understand the risks and be comfortable with that before you do trades like this or trades in general. Now, you may say, why the covered call? So, an XLU at that. Now, the S&P 500. So if we look at it, we think about it like this: the S&P 500 is up, and so it's been up the past 5 or 6 days. I would, and it's made like a large move. I've been tracking the S&P 500 futures. We can see right here. This this is a chart, a 4-hour chart of the S&P 500 futures /ES. And I have it now. It's hitting a support level on my Fibonacci extension. I still have it. I have another level at around 4,440. And then I have the final level right around. I don't trade to this last one. I generally look for a reversal in this area. So I would say my last take profit level would be 4,480 right here. Now, with that being said, that don't mean it's gonna go straight there, but it could, because it's been like moving, right? And so if I think that the S&P 500 is going to continue to go up, then let's go look in the sectors of it and then see if we can find a trade there. And that's what I did. Now, if we look, these are the 11 sectors that make up the S&P 500. So you got the XLF, the XLE. So this is the financials. This is energy. XLU are utilities. XLK is the technology sector. XLV would be healthcare. Now, all of these I don't trade. I'm just XLY is consumer discretionary. XLC is communication services. XLI would be, let's see, what is XLI? Industrials. XLP, I think that's like oil or some consumer staples. I'm sorry. XLP is consumer staples. And then XLB is materials, and XLRE is real estate. Now, I have this over here like a separate list. I may not know the names of all of them. I know the names of the main ones, right? Financials, XLE, which I keep on my main watch list. and then XLU is utilities, and then K is technology. Now what I did was once I came over here, I just started. I was like, well, we got a big move going on in the S&P, and I pretty much missed the move. So I was like, well, let me come over here and look at some of the sectors and see if I could find something on the chart that a nice setup. And the third one down was XLU, right? I got a crossover on the oscillator. It broke out and it looked like it's moving. So with a covered call, which is a bullish strategy, I could have just bought the shares and then just said, I'll just buy the shares. If I'm all about increasing my probability of success. So one of the ways of doing that is to sell a call against your shares. And one of the things, or the major thing that I love about this platform, is it will show you that. So if we came to the XLU, let's just go, we're going to go 42 days out. Let's put on, obviously, if you bought 100 shares, if you bought 100 shares, you can see the max loss is $6,254, right? Now they're not gonna margin you that. They're only gonna margin you $3,127. They margin you like half of that because it's not gonna go to zero. Well, I don't think anyway. If it went to zero, we're in trouble. So, and you can see over here, you got a probability of profit of 50%. So it's a 50-50 shot. You go up, go down. Now look what happens when I sell a call against it. If I sell a call, just by selling the call, my probability of profit goes up to 57%. So I increased my chances of being successful. Yeah, I capped my upside, but I increased my probability of profit by 7%. Now it's not a 50-50 shot that I make money. Now I've put the probabilities on, I put the math on my side. Now, if you take that off, you'll see it'll go right back. And you see I got 100 deltas of risk in the XLU. When I sell this call, I reduce my deltas to 71 because the delta that I sold, and this is the one that I sold right here, the 28 delta. I sold this delta, and basically you just subtract 28 from 100, you get roughly 72 is 71.79. So and that's why I use delta to choose my trades or to pick my trades. I always pick it by my strike by deltas. Most of the time I try to do my cover calls between 30 and 40 delta, or right around the 30, 35. But this one, I do think it's going to make it up here to this target of this 1618 target, and that's right around $63.92. If I sell this car right here at 65, I could have sold this one at 64 and probably been real good off, better. However, I wanted to get a little bit out. I may hold this longer, may or may not. But what I'll do is, as this comes down, let's say the value, let's say some vol comes out of it, and we get a little bit of vol crush, because right now the IV rank is 39.1, or we just say 39, which is a good IV rank. It's over 30. If I get a little vol crush here, and let's say it depreciates to maybe $30, $35, I'll close the call out, take those $30 and sell another call. And I'll just keep doing that and just keep taking $20, $30 out of the trade, $20, $30 out of the trade, adds up. Now you couple that with the XLU does pay a dividend of 52 cents. So the last dividend was paid out on September 18th, and that would make the next one December 18th. So that's about 45 days, and I collect a dividend on it. So I'll get paid just for holding the shares. That's not a bad, in my opinion, that's not a bad deal. That's why and this trade, I put this trade out in the community notes. So if you want to look and see, just but it is what I'm showing you right now. But if you just like, hey, I want to see what it looked like, I just screenshot it from my phone, the the ticket, and then posted it to the community notes when I did it. That's another reason. That's another great reason for being a subscriber. You'll get a chance to see. Sometimes I'm on it when I do work a full-time job, and when I'm here and I'm knocking out a trade or something, I'll go ahead and post it like that. And sometimes I make trades from my phone. I'm always in tune with what the market's doing, so I don't have to see a whole lot to know, like, all right, this is what I want to do. And if you guys understand, if you don't understand that, leave some comments in the show notes, and I can go over some more stuff and talk about it a little bit more. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share, and if you want to open up an account with TastyTrade, the link is in the notes of the video. Go ahead and sign up with them. I advocate their platform. I don't anything you see in my show notes is something that I use. You don't have any insurance. I got a link down there, an affiliate link for Ladder. I actually have insurance with Ladder. And I'm trying to think what else I got down there in the show notes. But anything you see down there in the show notes. Oh yeah, TubeBuddy. I use TubeBuddy to help promote my channel. If you click on the link, it'll take you to affiliate link to where you can sign up with them. I actually use TubeBuddy. I will not advocate for something that I don't use, that I don't like. And like I said, some of the things on this platform, they make it so easy to put yourself on the right side of the trade. Put yourself on the right. Let math be with you. No matter how good you think your technical analysis is, whatever you think. Before I put this, if I didn't have any of this on the screen, I'm doing a trade that if I do it, if I take a large set of numbers and I do it, let's say 1,000 times, then 57% of the time I should make money. Now, the rest of part of that is learning the mechanics and managing the trade. But with that, guys, I'm gonna be out. Peace.